Alright, so my name is Roland, and I guess this poem is called Out of Orbit because it's about space or something. So if I said that everyone on this planet, every person was born on Earth, then you'd probably not, I hope you wouldn't argue with me. But there are people that would say their head's in the clouds, or that their mind is somewhere between Mars and the Moon, or maybe everyone says that to me. But there are people that aren't really in any of these places, that are just sort of lost in space. And, it's, we don't necessarily think about them, but you could meet someone, anyone you see on the street, and they could have been somewhere that you had never been. They could have been out in space, in the middle of the stars, where everything that they could see, they could touch, but nowhere, they couldn't get anywhere, because there's no way for you to do anything when you're there. And we can think that we see the stars and they're so beautiful out in the sky, but that's us sitting here looking at them. And there are people who have been up to the stars and seen them, and it's all the beauty that they hear about. It's just in the lens that we view them through. And the people that are here on this planet talking about how beautiful the stars are people who are millions and millions of miles away. And I think that's irony, that you can think about something that's so beautiful and you don't see it clearly. There are people who see things so clearly that they just make them sad, and they don't make them happy, even though the stars, they seem like something that's so happy and so bright out in the sky. But when you're out there so close, you're so isolated and there's nothing around you because you're in space. But what if someone like that just came down to Earth? Someone who had never been on a planet, who had never felt this gravity, this grounding force that we all have. What if they tried to go swimming? They could drown in half an inch of water. And that would be hilarious. I'm going to say that. But you couldn't say anything because they're struggling as hard as they can to swim in half an inch of water. And there are people who, as soon as they get to Earth, everything is just so new. And I've been here for 15 years, and I think it's just take it for granted. But there are people who come out from outer space and see everything here for the first time. And they could be anyone you meet, and they're seeing everything for the first time in a new light, through a new lens. And it's an experience that you cannot describe to another person. But if you ever meet anyone and you think that maybe they're not quite normal, and maybe they seem to be experiencing everything like it's brand new to them, you have to pretend not to notice, because it really makes them happy that they can fit in.